the work that they were born to do is behind the statement, I don't know. You know, I meet so many people on workshops and at dinner parties and in my life, and I say, well, what was it you'd love to do? And, you know, one of the most common responses is, I don't know. But what I've realised is underneath I don't know, there's often another couple of dynamics going on. Often when I delve beneath the surface, I find that when people say, I don't know what I want to do, actually, they've got some really brilliant ideas of what they'd like to do. What they mean is, I don't know how to do it. So somebody may say, well, I'd love to run a cafe, but I've no idea how I'd ever do it. Or I'd love to write a book, and I don't know how I'd ever do it. Or I'd love to become a coach, but I don't know how I'd do it. So I think I don't know what actually often masks I don't know how. But because we don't know how, we try and convince ourselves that we don't know what. It's like we pretend we don't know what because we actually don't know how. So I think it's really important, and it's one of the things I do as a coach quite often, is help people separate, I know what I'd love to do from, but I don't know how to do it, and have them be separate questions. So that's what one of the dynamics underneath I don't know what. Second dynamic is, I think sometimes people are really afraid to know what. In a way, they're really happy to be confused or unclear, because there's a deeper part of them that goes, you know, if I got clear, if I knew what I wanted to do, then I'd have to change my life. I'd have to take responsibility. I'd have to stop blaming. I'd have to make some positive change. And for some people, that feels too scary. So they'd actually rather stay a step further back, which is, I'll pretend I don't know and I don't want to know, and please don't get me clear, because then I'd have to do something about it. So, you know, that's a level of fear, you know, that a lot of people have, is, you know, they're afraid of being clear. You know, I know when I got to some clarity about what I'd love to do in my life, you know, part of me was terrified, because I thought, now I know what I need to do, and now I know I need to change. So I really have compassion for that fear, but don't let the fear stop you, because, you know, behind the fear is often, you know, our great gifts and our great talents. And the third dynamic behind I don't know what is often, you know, I think we had this belief that if our destiny was there, or if the work we were born to do was there, you know, God would write it in 6-foot, you know, letters above our bed when we woke up in the morning, saying, you are destined to be a singer, you are destined to be an accountant, or whatever it is. You know, I don't think it works that way. So when people say I don't know, I think they're waiting for the bolt of lightning, or, you know, the divine intervention, when actually I think most people come to it through a much more subtle and gentler route, which is to listen to their own heart, to notice things that do inspire them, do touch them, do move them, notice what they gravitate towards. So I think under I don't know what often means, you know, I don't know how to research, I don't know how to find out. So I teach people how to listen to themselves and trust themselves and connect with themselves and their own dreams and their own heart.